Hey everyone, welcome to episode number 9 of KramQuestions, where you guys ask the questions and I answer them. In this episode, we cover a couple lighter questions. There are, I guess, a couple harder hitting questions, but we have a lot more fluffy, friendly, sexy questions to get through before we jump into the harder ones. So without further ado, let's get into episode 9 of KramQuestions. Emo Fat Guy asks, if you were in charge of the remaster of Dark Souls, what would you do differently, or what would you add? Emo, if I was in charge of the Dark Souls Remaster, I guess there'd be a lot I would have to figure out. Things that I would probably do differently or adjust would probably be multiplayer. One of the things I really disliked about the original Dark Souls is people who would basically use like latency spikes or latency backstabs. I don't know the official term, but basically someone could be in front of you, like off to an angle like 10 feet away from you, and just like that, they have you in a backstab. Just somehow they're in one place, but technically they're behind you stabbing you. So it would definitely change that. Just work on the netcode a lot and try to fix the co-op. So you could co-op in the original Dark Souls, yeah, but it wasn't great. They did a much better job of that in Dark Souls 2. As much as I dislike Dark Souls 2, giving compliments to it does kind of kill me a little bit on the inside. They did co-op way better. So it'd be really nice if Dark Souls 1, all this time later, if you were able to play that game mostly through in a co-op sense, that'd be really good. So you can kind of carry people or help people or just have a more friend-focused experience. I would probably make the covenants easier to understand, more straightforward, or add more of them, because they really are vague in the original. A lot of the original game is vague, but I don't know. Some kind of maybe new NPCs that can help with the explanation of that just a little bit. And past that, I don't really know. New items, weapons, stuff like that. Maybe streamline the spells for Dark Souls 1 to make it easier for. Well, I from what I hear, Pyromancy is really strong at. I don't know. More content probably. Clean up the frame rate, add in co-op, and keep it sexy. Maybe have a little sign in Firelink Shrine telling you what direction to go in the beginning, so you don't wander into the graveyard and get murdered 100 times before you find the Zweihandler, and then you think that's what you're supposed to be doing, and then you just suffer a whole lot. So maybe a sign as well. Thank you, Emo, for the question. Skylord Morgana asks, if you were a superhero, what would your name be? What powers do you think you'd have based on your personality? Well, Morgana, I'm a huge fan of the movie Push, how they use telekinesis. So probably something like that, because in that movie they're able to do quite a bit, honestly. Or Chronicle does it pretty well also. Because in that they're able to fly, they're able to augment their physical attributes like punching, they're able to have gunfights like with their telekinesis. It's pretty awesome. My name would be Captain Kramerica. Let's be honest. And no one would see it coming that Kramer is Captain Kramerica. No one. Not at all. But yeah, I probably want to be like the other guy who uses a shield. Probably have telekinesis or a lot of strength. So Mr. Incredible, in my opinion, powers, if he was a little bit, because he has durability. His strength affords him durability. He's able to travel further distances from leaping, things like that, kind of like the Hulk. And he's obviously very strong. So that'd be a pretty good one too. I think telekinesis might be a little bit off my personality style, or a lot of strength, because I tend to not be subtle and break through things in front of me. And thank you for the question, Skylord Morgana. Everyone, thank you so much for asking the questions on the Discord and in the stream and everything. This gives me a good opportunity to add content to my YouTube, as well as think questions out a little bit more than when I'm on stream. I want to thank Emo Fat Guy and Skylord Morgana once more for the questions. And everyone, don't stop believing. And as always, stay sexy. Doodles. Yeah.